We welcome you to Los Angeles. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We're in store for a Major League debut for this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. Our starter in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And here it comes.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Popped up. Edman gets under it. And a quick out, number 1. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Brooks Baldwin.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus, batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Brooks Baldwin, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Yamamoto was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Check swing, no appeal.
2-2.
One out, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Usually you're going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Mike Tauchman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. Two outs. That one outside, and the count is 2-2. To the right side. He steps on the bag, and the White Sox go quietly. Nothing doing for the White Sox. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Dodgers baseball on The Show LA. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, number 64.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And there's a ball. Ohtani went deep in his most recent game. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. Around first, heading for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. That one missing inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a strike on the outside edge. Ohtani stands at second with no outs. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Will Smith to the plate. 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Freddie across the score. And they lead by 2.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Just missed.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he takes a strike. No outs. Runner on second.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
And now Teoscar Hernandez throws to first, and Hernandez is out.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup, and an important bat for them, batting fifth in this one, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Andy Pajas stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
That one finds the zone, and it's a ball to strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That's a little bit low. That one missed.
Full count.
Got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Yamamoto back to work. A swing by Benintendi, driven deep to right. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Outstanding catch right there. I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Colson Montgomery now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the second. Michael Conforto will climb in.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Conforto launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's down and away. Inside, almost got him.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one clips the corner.
No, off the plate.
Fastball for a strike.
Full count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Baldwin pulls that one down, and there are 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6.
Now it's the shortstop, Hae-Sung Kim. He's been a great free agent side. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. A double and a run scored his first time up. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Up and in, 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next offering is in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in L.A., and now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Edgar Quero, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. right through there for a strike. Caro, just 21 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Yamamoto ready to fire now. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Inside. And it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
And here is Michael A. Taylor. That's in for a strike. Taylor matched a homer in his last game. One down, base is empty. And that's a strike.
0-2.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now Miguel Vargas. That clips the corner. Lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in for the third out. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Dodgers 2 and the White Sox nothing.
Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all gas. Breaking down the
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Clips the corner, 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolute.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. And Freddie goes deep. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Number 64 won't go any further. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back. Martin Perez comes on now.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that misses. And it's 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And there's the automatic.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 3-2 now. Muncy leads off first with 1 away. Right through there, got him. That's out number 2.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
44.
Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one the other way. Hauls it in to end the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Josh Rojas.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, right now this
No
battery
ball.
is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
That's a ball.
That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Then there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now it's going to be Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Hernandez makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tauchman in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The White Sox hitless so far in the game. On the ground, out to short. Sends it across to first. Tauchman is gone. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. Let me work.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
The batter will be Michael
the left fielder,
Conforto.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. You watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him. You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in.
Full count.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Now batting.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, number 6.
Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Doubled his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. High fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. And it's out of here. That one felt good. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Back to the top of the lineup, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Still only one out here in the inning. In for a strike, 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one just missing inside, and that's ball one.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting, first base.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Gets the outside corner with that one. Action in the pen down there. Bryce Wilson up and loosening in the pen. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Close, but called a ball. And it's
2-1.
2-1.
1 strike.
There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Goes down looking. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. And the lead is now 5-0. This is Dodgers baseball on The Show, LA. Back here at Chavez Ravine, all set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Yamamoto back to work. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Full count.
And that's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
Montgomery.
3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Montgomery batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Up next for the White Sox, the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa flied to right his first time. And that is out of play. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Benintendi at first, one gone. Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Carroll takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
One ball.
Good spot
No
there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
The 1-0. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So 2 away with nobody on. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike. That misses,
1-2.
and that's ball one.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. here at Dodger Stadium. And up to the plate is Will Smith. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Right through there for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Good job to fight that one off. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. And that's a little bit high. Going to count 1 and 2. Chop back up the middle. Montgomery on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back on this one. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
One out, runner at second. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1. No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. 0 for 2 in this one. That clips the corner. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that skips into dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 5 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Vargas.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
1-1.
And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
Look out.
That one
Take your
misses,
base. Ball
so a
four.
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing
Now
the
batting,
walk.
third
Very
baseman,
gritty.
Josh
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's Josh Rojas. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Rojas in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Pitch in the dirt.
1-2.
Ball one.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Vargas gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him looking. Making 7 strikeouts for him.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. I'll tell you what, he's a hitter. It looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. This one in the air. Kim makes the grab. 2 down.
now batting, designated hitter Mike Talkman.
Here's Mike Talkman. Has grounded out a couple of times. Fouled off left side. The White Sox trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. to first. That's out number 3. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Dodgers 5 and the White Sox 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jared Schuster.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here is Michael Conforto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Michael Conforto.
This one in the air. Rojas brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Tommy
Edman at the plate, 1 for 2. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Bryce Wilson up and throwing. Gilbert warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 away.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Left field, way back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So now the DH spot, Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one inside, and the count is 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Kim stands at second with 2 gone. He goes down looking. 1 left for L.A., and it remains 5-2.
Be my addiction. Show me what I'm missing. Show me how you listen. This is my addiction. I know that I'm listening.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Benintendi to the plate. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Inside, and that is ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Montgomery.
And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball there. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Sosa at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
1 strike.
Ground ball left side. Tosses across
He's
the
out.
first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 5 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here is Will Smith. And that one missing low.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Ball 2.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Hike.
And that misses. And that's ball 3. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. And they get the out on Smith.
Now batting, the third baseman, Max.
Here's Max Muncy. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strikes. Ha!
And that drops in for a strike. Freeman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Struck him out looking.
Oh, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position at 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And next for L.A., Tejas. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next to hit, Michael Conforto. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The Dodgers threatening. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Runner holds up at third. Base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
First offering, and it just misses.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Yep.
And he pumps it a strike. Outside low. It's 2-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Caro.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Michael A. Taylor will hit next. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto with the strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the dirt, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
On the ground, Muncy zips it to first, and the White Sox go quietly. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, Tyler Gilbert.
Number 40.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Gilbert.
Hesung Kim now at the plate. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses. 2-1.
2-1.
And he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the
Now
out.
batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
1-0.
And ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one cutting but missing down low. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Bryce Wilson getting ready to go. That one close, ruled the ball. And now 3-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Full count.
Three and 2 now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The first baseman,
I think he's okay with that outcome.
Ready.
It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Ohtani, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Got him looking. Now 2 out. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The catcher, Will Smith.
That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Outside ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Right through there. Got him. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. They lead it 6-2. New inning getting started. Down the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Next offering is in for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Baldwin in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
The Dodgers leading by 4 here at the top of the ninth. Right through there for a strike. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. High fly ball out to left field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mike.
So they're down to their final out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Scott, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. That one drifts inside. One strike away. Gets a piece and stays alive. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final 6-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Mama business like a melon sugar. I'm still kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I do from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold I was really outside. Lord told me read so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can breathe with life. Organically I'm a G. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bouger, bouger, bouger. That chocolate au body. That you know
bolsillo lleno, me siento como un monster, ahora se me arrima. Mala mía, si tu gato está en mi roster, pa' su postre, entre el dueño de la aldea, vive se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong, pero te imaginas lo que te espera, entre el dueño de la aldea, vive se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong, pero te imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos, me sobran los recursos y cuando trabondeamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete, la tengo arañada.